kind of unheard of.
The elusive 4-day work week, becoming less elusive these days.
Organizations are, for the first time in many years, engaging in a reimagination of how we might meet our strategic objectives.
That includes, says Dr. Jeffrey Sanchez-Burks of U of M's Ross School of Business, reimagining what an ideal worker is. More and more, he says employees want their bosses to consider their whole lives, not just their work lives. And in some cases, that means rethinking the status quo. Independent researchers from Boston College, the University College Dublin, and Cambridge surveyed 33 companies over a 6-month period last year that gave the 4-day work week a trial run. Nearly 800 workers, mostly in admin, IT, and telecommunications, say the pilot was a success, both in productivity and morale.
Are you seeing this model considered more right now?
Yeah, absolutely.
I was curious if any local companies were using this model, so I did a search on LinkedIn. That led me to LaFontaine Auto Group. It kicked off a 4-day work week for line technicians over the summer. It allowed Adam Nosachuk a lot more days on the lake and more personal time in general.
Getting personal things done, doctor's appointments, anything like that, it works out really well for me.
And when he is here, he's getting just as much done. Line techs are paid by the job, not the hour.
Kind of put in your mind, if you're going to be there for 4 10-hour days, you make the most of it.
This company-wide approach for line techs is optional. At the Subaru location in Commerce Township, all 12 have opted in. They work in 2 teams with staggered schedules, so this doesn't impact customers.
Makes me a little less stressed every day, to be honest.
We wanted to just try something different.
I asked LaFontaine if losing a day of work from techs impacts their bottom line.
We've actually had the same productivity, if not better.
Corporate manager Nicole Welsh says they're the only auto group doing this in the state right now. There are some roles she says this wouldn't work for, but they're seeing something positive.
Do you see this expanding to other roles within the company?
Definitely. We're starting to look at it a little bit more.
As for that global pilot, 25 of those companies are either planning to or definitely keeping the 4-day work week. This while other companies shift away from flexibility, like tech giant Twitter and Disney, putting new mandates in place, like requiring a certain number of days in the office.
There's a number of executives I've talked with who, tongue-in-cheek, were hopeful that an economic recession might shift the balance of power and they could go back to the old ways. We're not seeing that.
I'm Jen Shantz for 7 Action News.